Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is GC Performance here, back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about something that I get asked a lot. It is if they should upgrade their entry-level road bike or which bike they should buy at the beginning of starting into the sport. And I get this question asked a lot. Should they splurge, spend the extra money? And so we're going to just tell you why you shouldn't upgrade your entry-level road bike, because it costs a lot more than people think. And I'll hopefully give some people some insight. So the bike I have sitting in front of me right now is an aluminum frame. It's a Specialized Allay Sport. It's a 2021. It has great components on it for the price of what it is. This bike retailed for $1,100 at the time. I think it's $1,200 now with the price increase. But this is Shimano Soar on here. It's a 9-speed Grupo. So that means there's 9 gears in the back, 9 back here, and then it has 2 gears in the front. So a total of 18 gears. Great frame, aluminum frame, carbon fiber fork. This frame is the exact same frame from their base level, which is a $1,000 bike, all the way up to our $1,400 model. So you're getting the same meat and potatoes of the bike, but in terms of component-wise, this is all you're going to be limited to. So because it is a 9-speed Grupo, you'll always be limited to 9-speed stuff. And people will go, well, what happens if I just want to buy this bike, this Specialized Allay Elite or Sport, and upgrade later on? Like if I want to just upgrade the components. Everyone always says, I want to buy a bike and just upgrade the components later on. You can't really do that. You can, it will just cost way more than just buying the bike and splurging for now. This is a really great bike for what it is. If you want to just get into the sport and try it out and see what you like, test the waters of it, that'll be the best bet, and then maybe go ahead and sell it afterwards and buy the bike. So this is a great bike just to start off with, but to buy it and then later on down the road be like, oh, I want to upgrade everything on there, it will become a nightmare. Because not only do you have to do, let's say you want to upgrade to 105. Everyone always comes in and says, I want to get Shimano 105. Well, the only thing wrong with the 105 is that it's 11 speed now. So these wheels are only geared till 8 to 10 speed. So this means that this cassette can only go up to a 10 speed back here, or maybe 11 speed, but let's just say that. But you can't just upgrade like your rear derailleur at a part. You have to buy the whole Grupo. So the rear derailleur, the crank, not the crank, sorry. Rear derailleur, front derailleur, chain, cassette, and shifters. Possibly wheels, which I think in this case are only up to 10 speed because they usually spec with a little bit cheaper wheel. So in essence, you'll be looking at upgrading your whole group set, which will probably be around $500 to $700 for a bike for that group set, depending on if it's hydraulic disc brakes or not. But that will bring you up past the price of what the bike with the 105 goes for. Now again, like I said, this bike is great for what it is. You can do group rides, you can join in the sport, you can see if you like it or not. This bike won't even limit you to doing the group rides and competing them and going on the faster rides. You can still compete with this bike, and this won't be the reason you get dropped at all. It'll be more your fitness. But in essence, what I'm saying is that ride this bike for what it is, realize if you want to get into the sport, and then later on down the road, upgrade it, sell it and look for another bike, because making this into a Frankenstein bike will be a pain in the butt. Bringing example number 2, I have a Scott carbon bike over here. This is an entry-level carbon bike. This bike retails for $2,000. I think it's their CR30. So it's a full carbon frame, and it comes with Shimano Tiagra, which is a 10-speed Grupo. Again, a great solid group. I mean, it shifts well. It does its job great. 10 gears in the back, 2 in the front, so you get a total of 20 gears. This used to be the normal for the sport. I want to say about a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, that it was only 10 speed. As times change, things get better. They add gears to it. But if you went ahead and bought this bike thinking that you're going to spend $2,000 on it and then want to upgrade down the road, people's ideas are going to be like, oh, I can just buy a shifter here or a derailleur here. That's not the case. You have to literally buy the whole group set in terms of brakes, shifters, brake calipers, front derailleur again, rear derailleur. Because this front derailleur isn't compatible with that with a new shifter on there, new chain, new cassette. So it comes in costly for a new Shimano 105 Grupo to be, I want to say, like an extra $500-700. So in essence, this bike is $2,000. The 105 upgrade for it will be $2,500. And I always say, you know, splurge and spend that extra money if you're thinking about upgrading, because it would save you years. Because what you're going to do is you're going to buy this bike for $2,000. You're going to ride it. It's going to devalue it. You're going to go ahead and sell it. You might lose yourself, and then you're going to be paying an extra $300-400 to upgrade your bike later on down the road, depending on when you want to do that. So let me give you an example. So this is a Specialized Allay Elite or Allay Sport, like I said. It is $1,200. That has Shimano Sport. Again, these are all great bikes. But this bike retails for $1,400. This is the Specialized Allay Elite, And this comes with Shimano 105. And if you buy this thing with 105 on it, excuse me for the camera now, if you buy it with the 11-speed 105 drivetrain on here, you can then make these upgrades, these small upgrades that everyone wants to do. You can go ahead and buy just an Ultegra rear derailleur because it's 11-speed. The Ultegra rear derailleur will work with your 105 shifters, or vice versa. You can make these small upgrades. You can upgrade your cassette to something nicer. You can upgrade your chain to something nicer. And you'll be able to benefit from those things. You can buy these bikes, yes, and ride them for a very long time. I know people still have these bikes, but it's not practical to upgrade to a nicer 11-speed Grupo. It's almost half the cost of the bike. So it doesn't make any sense. Whereas this is $1,100 before, just screw the price change. This was $1,100 before the price change. This is $1,400 before the price change. $300 difference to get a nice Grupo. And not only that, you're getting nicer wheels, you're getting a nicer crank, you're getting a different paint scheme. I think also nicer brakes, maybe. No, same brakes. But just in general, you're getting everything nicer. I know it's $300 at the time, which is a big chunk of money. It's, I want to say like a fifth of the purchase price. So, I mean, I get it. If you're looking at a budget bike and it's a price, but that's what you can afford. I understand it's a stretch, but if you're really thinking in the long run, you're going to upgrade, take out, I don't know, I'm not going to tell you to do this, but think about it. Think about if you want to spend the extra money. Maybe put the extra $300 on a credit card. Maybe finance it. Because if you're that adamant about doing that, this will save you in the long run from spending way more money. Same example for this $2,000 bike. This is $2,000. This Tarmac Sport used to be $2,700. So in terms of Tarmacs, I'll show you guys here. Hold on. Work with me, guys. Work with me. Hold on one second. I know. I'm sorry to make you guys dizzy. Okay, put this bike here. Bike here. 2021 Tarmac Sport over here. Okay. Boom. Okay. In relevance, again, this is a 2021 Tarmac Sport that retailed for $2,700. The Tiagra version of this bike retailed for $2,200. So again, a $500 increase. That is the difference from buying, if you bought this bike with Tiagra on it, and then having to buy a full Shimano 105 group set, because you have to buy shifters. The shifters come with the brake calipers. Rotors are fine. You have to buy a new front derailleur, maybe a new crank, depending on what you get. You're probably going to want to buy it. You're not going to want to have a Tiagra crank with a 105 group set on there. And then a whole new chain cassette. But if you buy this bike, which this bike is now $3,000 and the Tiagra version is $2,500, so it's a $500 increase, you will definitely get a more benefit out of it. You're going to get a Shimano 105 derailleur that you can make. You can put the Ultegra derailleur on there. You can put the Ultegra front derailleur on there. You can put the Dura. You can buy a Dura-Ace derailleur down here and make those small upgrades later on the road. It's much easier to do that, and they're all compatible with each other. So that's what I mean by when people come in and say, well, I'm just thinking about it, I'm new to the sport. It's very hard for me to be honest with people or be earnest with people when I'm a salesman here, because of the fact that I really am trying to look out for these people and say, hey, if you can find the extra coin, spare it and go for it. Only when they ask me, do I think I can upgrade this bike? Because I literally tell them straight to their face, no. It doesn't make any sense to upgrade this bike because it's not worth it. Not because of the fact that I don't want to do the work, or that I just think that, or maybe I don't know why they always think that, but they always think that I'm like trying to screw them over. But I'm like, no, it doesn't make sense. They just think I'm trying to make an upsell on them. It doesn't make any sense to do that because you're wasting money on your own pocket. I'd much rather see you on a bike that is compatible already and it's easier for you instead of trying to Frankenstein and outsource parts that don't work. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys found the information useful. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me down in the comment section below. If you guys have a entry-level bike, I'll do my best to answer them. I know a lot of people have questions on that, so hopefully I can help out as many people as possible. And I'm just being truthful on this, guys. It's very tough, especially not right now. I mean, obviously everyone's buying what they can. But if you want to just get into the sport and ride these bikes like this as is with Tiagra, Tiagra's an amazing group set. I'm not bashing Tiagra at all. But they always say, my buddies tell me go someone 105, but I think this is sufficient enough. Don't worry about what your buddies say. This group set's amazing. It shifts fine. As long as a qualified mechanic adjusted it, it shifts smooth as butter. But don't go in the mindset that you want to upgrade the group set. Maybe go in the mindset about later on upgrading the bike. But if not, just put some carbon wheels on the thing. I think it'll be a badass bike. But yes, that is my opinion. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for sticking around listening. And if you guys have any questions, again, like I said, leave down in the comment section. Subscribe if you want. If you don't, I don't care. Like the video if you want. If you don't, I don't care. 10,000 subscribers giveaway coming up. I might just say right now, I'm going to give away shoes, helmet, and maybe glasses. So, shit, whatever shoes you guys want, let me know. Thank you, guys.